Hello, I'm at the Houston Wellness Association's Obesity Summit in downtown Houston, and joining me now is the president of the Urban League, Judson Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Robinson.
It's great to be with you.
And Mr. Robinson spoke on the podium about some chilling statistics when it comes to African Americans and health. And what I'd like to have him comment on is the fact we have a new president. Many people are excited about it. But what can we do as an African American community to have some of that excitement come over into the health arena?
That's a good question, and I think it's one that will be on the table for debate, hopefully in the upcoming years of this administration, and we'll make some progress in terms of trying to identify what are those reasons that we have obesity. Why are we having more cancer and heart attacks and high cholesterol and all those other things that we do? And I think that what they'll find is that we need to be very holistic about how we approach it, how we eat, how we exercise, where we live, the conditions that we live under. Yeah, so I would hope that we have those kinds of discussions to talk about, why do we have specific illnesses in our community, and what is the overall reason why some of that exists. Some of the exterior things, it might not necessarily be just that you didn't exercise, but what is the stress degree in your life? And does that have an impact on your health? And if in fact there's not quality places in your community in which to eat, does that in fact have some contribution to some negative impacts on your health? So I think it's going to be a opportunity to really talk about how do we do things differently, how do we do things smarter. Now that we have some empirical data and we can look at what happens in certain communities, we can then start to question and ask the questions as to how we change the answers that we currently have.
And as far as the Urban League, are there any new programs or programs that you're going to give more impetus to this coming year when it comes to health?
Well, we want to be a part of the discussion. As a matter of fact, on December the 4th, we're going to have a viewing of a film called Unnatural Causes. And we're going to invite health professionals from the area to come in and understand what the film is trying to suggest to us, which is that, in fact, you have people in one community who live to be a certain age, and people who live in another community that's got safe streets and sidewalks and fresh food and low situations of crime and good transportation and adequate access to medical care, how they live longer. So to me, it would suggest that we need to find ways to make Community A come up to the par of Community B.
Thank you so much, Judson Robinson. All right, and for more information on the Urban League, just check out the link at the bottom of the screen.